Boom Bomb, we're back in the motherfucking lab. Everybody knows about the brand new K2 B&Es. These things are sick.
K2 B&Es.
What do you know about
Shaft Edition?
What do you know about the Shaft Edition? But for real, we got a chill little episode today. We're just back in Matthew's lair, the lab. And like you said, I don't think I've showed you guys this yet, but we got the brand new atomic shifts in, and we got the last year bent Chetlers. And if you ask me and you ask Matthew,
Screw recipe.
sounds like a match. You know, we already did the depth tutorial a couple days ago, a week or two ago, whenever this posts, who knows. I'm not gonna tell you when we filmed this. Matt said it's pretty similar mounting process, yeah?
Pretty similar, just a few slight differences.
We'll show you the differences. Pulled up my Ascendant boots.
So freaking nice, bro.
Matthew could probably walk us through the features of this because I can't. But
so you can see it's the same shell as my K2 shafts over here.
the K2 shafts.
But it's got the Michelin sole, real nice sole. That's like what they make car tires out of. They flip this front buckle so that when you're hiking you don't kick it off. So that's super nice. You got your walk mode in the back. Some people think you just pop that up and then you're in walk mode, but no.
What else we gotta do?
You gotta pop, before you start hiking, you pop the whole tongue out. Just like simple as that.
Little.
Throw that in your backpack. Boop. And then
Now you're walking.
you does up your bottom one. And then it's got these little hooks.
Yeah.
Hook. Now there's some laces that you haven't put in yet.
No, they're in the bag. Well,
But that'll help keep everything where it needs to be.
right. Also, you lace this up.
Yep. And then you keep this loose. So the top buckle stay loose, and that's what gives you
Oh, now you're freaking.
now you got your motion there. Yep.
Just as easy as that.
And you get to the top and you reverse the steps.
Reverse steps.
Pretty tight.
Or
Don't
take
drop
'em-
the tongue.
Don't drop the tongue. Take them in the park, whatever you want to do. And if you live under a rock, which most of you probably know exactly what this binding does, this allows you to be touring ski and also an inbound ski, right?
Yep.
So you kind of get the best of both worlds here. But my question is, couldn't you take a all touring ski and inbounds too? It'd just be a little weird.
Yeah, it's just like the safety is not the same. Like on the pin bindings, the safety, they're not held to the same standards. Where this one like passes the same way that an alpine binding would. Where the other ones just don't break out very clean,
Right.
and you might tear your ACL.
You might tear your ACL, and I've done that twice already, so we're not doing that again. What are we doing here?
So this is a remount. So you had some pivots on this before.
I did do that.
So now we got these nice little plugger guys. And we're plugging up the holes. Now some people throw glue in these, you don't need to. Some people throw a bunch of epoxy in there, you don't need to. You just
Plug away.
plug them away, and then I got a nice little hammer. Plastic tipped mallet.
Very key.
That's key. If you do your metal, you're gonna hurt your ski.
Hurt your ski.
So you give them a little love tap. Oh, so that doesn't
And this is
happen.
only if you're remounting, right?
Yeah, this is just to plug up the old holes.
So can you screw into those a little bit, or not just?
No, we need totally new ones. Okay, and then you hit it hard. Well, it just is expanding in there. Okay.
Big no-no if any water gets in your ski.
You don't want any water.
No water in your ski.
So I've got a special cheese grater. That's meant for.
Oh, that's enough.
Flat
that
nose
is,
out.
you got all the tools back here. In the
But if you
lab, bro.
don't have that,
Stapler.
this is a razor blade. You just hit it with the razor blade, but careful because you can really like
Hurt yourself.
hurt your ski and yourself. But yeah, you could just slice them off with the razor blade instead. Whatever you want to do. I
Well,
use
we're just
this.
gonna use a cheese grater. Is the
grater's
cheese
nice.
grater made for this?
It's made for this and for PTEX on bases and stuff like that. But you can really rip up the top sheet with it, so you just gotta be careful.
Yeah. Can you screw into these plugs?
No, not really. Well, you can. It just depends on the condition of the holes.
Well, we're just gonna get to head and mountain these, and then Matt's gonna tell me when it's different parts, and we'll clip you in when that's. There is an extra hole right there.
There's an extra hole, so
Just
these are
be
a little
ready.
different.
Are you gonna get the glue and the plugs messed up?
No, but sometimes it is kind of tricky. Okay, so we glue our holes. And then there's some little tiny pieces in here that we need.
And they effed it up sending it to us.
That's one. Okay. These little guys
Important.
go on first. So I go even lower on my torque setting, like 13, because this is just a screw. So you can strip it easy. Boom, it's done. Okay, that's sitting flush. I just know. Then we gotta assemble our toe piece here. There's a few pieces. Okay, it's easy for this to fall off.
Yeah.
This is for your crampons. You're gonna want that. So that just slides right on in there, like that. Slides up in here. Jiggle, wiggle till it sits in there like that. And then this little hole here sits right over this. You'll feel it slide, drop in. Boom, dropped in. And then I'm drilling these two holes, these back holes first. Kind of hold it, keep it still. Might want to go on the other side. Keep it still. And then make sure that that little thing sitting flat, which it is. These, just that end right there. And then the whole thing slides back. And now these holes are lined up. And we drill that one. So a little different, still pretty easy. A little hand tie-in. Always
hand tie-in.
Heel piece.
Heel piece.
That's simple.
R.I.P. Mountain Monsters.
Just hanging on.
That thing ain't going anywhere now.
Oh, she's stuck there. Okay. And then
I'm so pissed I just turned the camera off. I joked about him messing up the glue with the plug. He said he'd never do it.
I didn't do it.
And then he just did it.
Little, how does this binding work? Basically, we're in ski mode right now. It says ski right there, ski right there, ski right there. Click in, boom, bam, just like we did normal binding. When we're ready to go into climb mode, take your thumb, pop that down, releases the prongs, turn this to where it says walk, stomp on it, lock the brakes up, then you take your boot, take your pull, push that down, wiggle your way in.
Oh, I see those little indents, yeah.
Okay, so on previous versions of the shifts, these little indents didn't exist. It was just clear. And so there would be an issue where you would pop it and lock it,
yeah,
and then it would fall out of that. And so what those little indents are doing are helping it stay locked all the way up like that.
So now you're
So
locked.
now we're locked in, and if I'm in a sketchy thing, I'm locked in, which is good because that's what you want. And then back here, got a nice little riser for when you're climbing.
So you don't have to go all the way down.
Yep. And then
They're smart. That would be
Very smart.
That'd be a calf workout.
Yep. To get out, take your pull, pop it down, wiggle your way out. This back goes back up. Click, click,
Click. Down to walk.
click, back into ski mode. We're done. Boom, boom. What do you want your dam to be?
All the way up, please. I want you to go
All the way
higher. Shift 13, everybody. Let's go. It is the level 9 night shift after hours. There's nothing better than being in here, hanging out with the boys, and just getting your skis mounted, because what else is good on a Saturday night? That is another night shift hosted by SkiMatt in his lair. These are way lighter than I thought they'd be. I'm stoked. Matt and I are actually going to the Bone Zone tomorrow, so stay tuned.
Bone Zone.
Bone Zone. We're getting after it. We'll see you in the next one. We're out of here.
I'm covered. I know he gon' finish the story. Really is nothing to send him in action. I promise to chill.